Hey, if you guys haven't already, make sure that you use my supporter creator code in the item shop. It'd be greatly appreciated. Anyways though, man, I hope you guys go on to enjoy the video.
Big checks, blue strips, yeah, I pass with it. Hop in the rental, hit the gas, and I dash with it. Big facts, dumb bitch tryna smash. Hopped in my lane, so I had to run it back. Gang shit.
Yo guys, it's Hydra. Welcome back to another video. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about a couple of 90s that I think you should use if you haven't been already. 90s are evolving all the time, like literally like every couple of weeks, maybe, you know, a month, there's a new type of 90 that people are creating to make either them faster, you have more cover, you use less materials and whatnot. So there's a lot of techniques of 90s out there, but I'm going to be basically combining a few that I think you should use in creative fights, build fights, to help you the most, not necessarily the flashiness, but the competitive aspect to them. So if you guys enjoy the video and if you want kind of more tips and tricks videos, I haven't done one of these in a while, but if you want more, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also use my supporter creator code up on the screen. That would be greatly appreciated. First off, I'm gonna show you guys my type of 90s because I get questions all the time about how I do them, and then once I do all of them fast, I'll put them in slow motion so you can see kind of precisely how I put the builds down. So here's how I do my 90s. Alright, so basically how I do my 90s, I put a little bit of finesse into it. It's basically the standard 90, except I just have a little bit more shakiness and motion into it, so it makes it a little bit faster. So basically what I do is I kind of like to come into an angle, so I'm not necessarily at the edge, but I kind of move inwards as I'm going. Anyways though, sometimes I'll place a wall right here, sometimes I don't. Most of the time though, I just start right here. But yeah, basically I'll start right here. I'll place one wall, I'll go up like this, floor ramp, and I'll go kind of to my left like this again. So I'm not starting it this way, I'm starting it this way. Basically flick it, and there you go. So I'll do them fast one more time. Crap, kind of messed up right there. And yeah, that's how I do my 90s. Alright, the next type of 90s, this is kind of another speed one. This is what people call the zigzag 90s or the half 90s, because you're not doing a full 90, you're kind of doing a half one, if that makes sense. So basically what I'm talking about is you go up. Now the cool thing about this one is that it doesn't take that much range of motion, so you can do this at a low sensitivity. You don't really need a high one for this, if you can say that, because you're pretty much looking down the whole time. If you look up, then you have a pretty good chance of messing it up and misplacing your build. So basically for this one, you don't want to place anything right here. However, you do want to place your walls right here. So while you're looking down, place one wall, another wall, floor ramp, and then do the same thing. That's why people call them the half 90s or the zigzag 90s, because you're not doing a full one, you're only placing half your walls, which saves you mats. So I'll do them fast real quickly. I'll do like 3 rounds of them. And now here they are in slow motion. Now, if you're a beginning player, we'll go over the standard 90 real quick, which is the most simplest 90. You don't have to do much work into it. This is what everybody started off with when they did 90s, so it's very simple. Just go on your outer edge, place 2 walls, go like this, place another wall, floor ramp, and then just go straight. Don't do anything crazy. Just do the same thing. So it's not going to be the fastest, or it's not going to be the most fancy, but you're going to save a fair amount of mats because you're not going to be doing anything crazy. like how I do with my 90s, but you're also gonna have some pretty good protection as well. Now, speaking of that, this is what I spoke about before, where basically you're gonna have a little bit more protection while doing these 90s. So essentially what I'm talking about is pretty much how I did mine, except you're gonna have a little bit more shakiness in your screen, so you might have to control it a little bit better. But you're gonna place 2 walls, one right here, one right there, for cover on this side, because most of the time when people do them, they don't have any cover down below. So when they're going up, they have a good chance of getting shot at right here from down below when they're looking up like this and are exposed. So do that, place another 2, ramp up, and do the same thing. So like this, you want 4 walls, and then just do normal from there. So yeah, pretty simple. This might take a little bit of time to get the hang of it, but you know, it's alright. I'm not the absolute best at them either, so I can't really, you know, take full credit for these. I'm still not all that consistent with them. We're still going at it. Now, I'll do one more. This is what people call the mongrel 90s, where essentially you have a lot of shake in your screen. So I'll put up what mongrel does right now, and I'll put it in slow motion, so basically you can see how much shake he has in his 90s. It's very crazy. Some people say he has the best 90s in the game because they're fairly fast for being how much motion is put into them, but of course he is on mouse and keyboard, so he can do that. When you're on a controller with plastic joysticks, you can't really do too much, but I did kind of you know, grow into it, I guess you could say, on controller. They're not absolutely fluent and they're not the best, but I'll kind of show you what I can do. You have to put a lot of motion into them, and see, I just spammed X so much that I went flying right there. It's kind of hard to control what you're doing when you're doing these, but yeah, so I'm kind of trying to learn them. I don't really use these in game too much because they kind of distract me from what's actually going on. They're kind of just meant for creative, if you will. I'll do my 90s one more time. They're nothing too crazy, they're nothing too special, but I guess they're okay. Let me know what type of 90s you guys like to do the most. Trust me, there are other techniques that you can do, but I know one of them is basically where you just don't put any floor, you just put 2 walls and a ramp, so like that. It's very good on saving materials, and pretty much anybody can do them, except they are pretty slow. And you can't do them for a long time because they'll decrease your momentum because you're pressing against the wall so much. As you can see right there, you can only do like 2 to 3 and then you lose your momentum. So yeah, that's another type right there. Anyways though, guys, I hope this video helped you out. You know, like I said, I'm not necessarily the best at doing any of these. Give you guys a brief explanation of what I like to use in game. I don't really play creative too much except for practicing, so I'm really not too much into build fights, so I use what's best for me in game instead of just playground warriors. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe. Let's try to hit 50 likes on this video, and like I said, make sure to use my supporter creator code. That'd be much appreciated. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Anyways though, man, it's Hydro and I'm out of here. Peace.